आज तक रात 9 बजे के प्रायोजक थे।
Next on Northwest at 5, after what seemed like forever, and in the midst of continuous app problems, we are finally back. What took us so long?
Thunder Bay Police are asking for the public's help in a hit-and-run incident earlier this month. We'll tell you what exactly happened.
The bannerless days in Fort Francis are coming to an end, as voted by Town Council. We'll tell you the details. Shower chances return to the forecast this weekend, and we've got NFL and MLB action to talk about. Northwest at 5 starts now.
आज तक रात 9 बजे।
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our first newscast in nearly a year.
As we reported earlier this year, Outfit 7's latest updates to the Talking News app have generated some bugs, including the fraction of a second dialogue bug.
And that is why, starting with this newscast, we are using an older version of the app on an Android device until Outfit 7 can patch the bugs in a future update.
Turning to the main headlines, and there's going to be some help for ambulance services across the province.
Sylvia Jones, the Minister of Health for Ontario, says part of it includes funding for hospitals.
The dedicated offload nursing program allows paramedics to get back out into the community faster by helping hospitals hire more nurses and other eligible health professionals who are focused on offloading ambulance patients in hospital emergency departments.
Jones says they're also increasing by 8% the money that municipalities receive to pay for land ambulance services.
OPP or Northwest Region is asking for the public for assistance in locating a male driver of a blue Ford pickup that was involved in a hit-and-run incident.
On September 1st at approximately 2:01 p.m., officers from the Thunder Bay OPP station were dispatched to a hit-and-run collision.
The collision involved a child who was struck while riding their bicycle in the area of Highway 1117 and Dawson Road within the city of Thunder Bay.
Police report the child sustained minor injuries. The Thunder Bay OPP is seeking the public's assistance in locating the suspect and the vehicle in question.
The vehicle is described as a blue Ford pickup truck with a tonneau cover covering the truck bed of the truck.
It is believed that the Ontario license plate starts with AN and that the police ask anyone with information to call OPP.
Those wishing to remain anonymous can call Crime Stoppers.
The Kenora District Services Board and the Kenora Fire and Emergency Services are working on an agreement for medical response.
The fire department has always acted as a backup for land ambulance service, but the agreement just formalizes the relationship.
Fire Chief David Pratt says the new agreement was drafted with the help of doctors from a Toronto hospital.
The appendix is written as such that we can investigate it maybe every 6 months, once a year, to see whether, are we going to the right calls, etc. Sunnyside Hospital doctors, those are the ones that they determine that our staff in response can make a difference.
Under the terms of the agreement, firefighters will respond to things like cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, and whenever paramedics require assistance.
The City of Thunder Bay has submitted a request for pre-qualification for the design and building of its new indoor sports turf facility.
Manager of Capital Facilities Construction, Kevin Jankowski, says it closes on September 26th.
We have various, I think there was up to 18 right now, plan takers for the RFPQ, and that would be a mix of, yes, local and out-of-town designers and or constructors.
It's hoped a company will be presented to City Council for a final decision by January or early February.
The construction would start next year and could be finished by fall of 2026.
The Dryden Chamber of Commerce will be honoring its best and brightest this weekend with the annual Business Awards to be held this coming Saturday night.
Mayor Jack Harrison says he's impressed with the number of nominees up for an award.
Full slate of nominees, so congratulations to all the nominees. Just be nominated is an honor.
Awards range from People's Choice, Customer Service and Retail, the Public Sector, and Tourism Excellence, as well as Rising Star.
Well, it's time for a first look at weather, and Ginger, summer just doesn't want to end on us. You're absolutely right, Tom. It's continuing to feel like summer out there. And these hot temperatures are going to stick around for the next several days with no cool-offs in sight, at least for now. However, we do have multiple chances for showers and thunderstorms throughout the period, so I will have that and a full 7-day forecast in a little bit. All right, thanks, Ginger. United Way Thunder Bay has announced a big change for the upcoming fundraising year.
CEO Albert Brule says the organization is partnering with the business community and senior levels of government to address major issues in the city.
whether it's homelessness, could be youth mental health, food insecurity. We're going to identify those projects in collaboration with our community partners, and we are going to single-mindedly make it happen.
Brule says United Way will fundraise for community-wide collaborations with the community partners rather than handing out individual grants.
Still ahead, a new discovery in New Gold's Rainy River mine site. Randy Thompson will have the details on that.
Plus, continuing Terry Fox's legacy with the Terry Fox Run this weekend. Just how many Canadians will be taking part?
And Atakogan's Alex Sampson could be advancing on America's Got Talent. We'll be right back.
2 से 5 साल की चिप से न्यूट्रिशन ट्रांसफर की बच्चों को ले लीजिए। ये ले लो अंकल चिप्स 25% एक्स्ट्रा। ये इसे चिप्स है पंजाबी में। इसमें ये चिप्स का पैकेट्स 2 ग्राम का सिर्फ का पैकिंग का ये वो तो ये 25% एक्स्ट्रा नहीं है, वो 35% एक्स्ट्रा। जस्ट मी चिप्स में आपके लिए डालते प्लेट में और दिमाग को क्षमता को बेहतर करे, वे प्रोटीन और द मसल्स को बने और विकास के लिए ज़रूरी है। इसका ये है, इसमें अंकल चिप्स का ही है। नहीं 2 से 5 साल को बच्चों के दीजिए नया अंकल चिप्स। पावर तक किया खरीदे बेहतर।
आज तक रात 9 बजे।
Welcome back. Fort Francis is no longer boundless.
Town Council has agreed to phase out the promotional catchphrase implemented 10 years ago as part of a new economic development strategy.
Mayor Andrew Halika says a new phrase will be created.
We're not going to hire a bunch of consultants at large dollars. What we're going to do is we're going to ask for input from the community. We're going to survey the community. We want the community's ideas.
The services of an outside consultant